Hey everyone, it's Tesla Tom here. Thanks so much for joining us today on Ludicrous Feed. I am off to tint my windows for my black Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive, which is not even a week old yet. Solar Tint here in Brookvale, Sydney have kindly offered to tint my windows complimentary. This is courtesy of a viewer who put me in touch with them. So you know who you are, thank you very much. But it's very kind of Solar Tint to offer this complimentary service for me. Of course, I'll be checking out their service and seeing what they have to offer today. So stay tuned. We will go tint our windows for this 2023 black Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive. Looking forward to it. All right, driving into Solar Tint in Brookvale to get windows tinted. Okay, so it's routine whenever I send my car for any aftermarket mods or anything like that. I always put it into valet mode, so chuck it into valet. And I put a 4-digit PIN in. I've explained in previous videos what valet mode does, so check that one out. But essentially, if you want to get back out of valet mode, you have to put a PIN in which you set, all right? So most importantly, it keeps your glove box locked. So you have to put a PIN code in to open it up again. So stick any valuables you need kept in there. And the beauty of valet mode is that you can actually limit the speed as well. Once I put my pin in, you can actually drop it down to say, let's go to like 80, right? Just so super safe. Just out of routine, I do this, nothing personal. And pins in, and then, yep, that's speed limited. And yes, I do have less than 20% charge at the moment, so that's why it's Sentry mode currently unavailable. Okay, so I'm currently with Nick from Solar Tint here in Brookvale. Hey Nick, how you going?
Good, thanks Tom, how are you?
Very well, thanks, and I appreciate you doing this for my car today.
No problem at all.
So what do you recommend in terms of tinting for this black Tesla Model 3?
For this black Tesla Model 3, we generally recommend our Black Envy Nano Ceramic, which is the top of the line spectrally selective film. It comes in a range of darknesses. Legally 35% on the front is legal, and you can do 20% on the rear doors and cargos. Okay. We recommend this film just generally because it has the highest infrared rejection. It's the newest film on the market, newest technology, so that's certainly what we'll be doing here today. Okay, so yep, front and back windows. Obviously we don't do the front because it's not legal to tint the windscreen. No, it's not legal to put anything on the front windscreen.
Yep.
And it would already have UV protection within the lamination, so there's no real need for UV protection, and heat rejection certainly will be gained through the sides, but not through the front.
Okay, and some people ask me about tinting the glass roof. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, I recommend against it just because there can be thermal loading issues. Also, being able to shrink the film without having any creases visible, it is quite hard unless the film itself is quite rubbery, but this film in particular wouldn't shrink that well unless we endeavoured to pull the car apart to be able to get it without any creases in it, I should say.
Yep.
And yeah, you can tint the back window up to a point, but it is visible from the inside. You'll be able to notice where the film finishes.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so you see the line
up to a point.
Yeah. Okay.
There are 3 grades of film. So this is our 35% film, which is legal for the front two. And then we have our 45%, which is this one here.
Yep, so this is 45%?
Yep, this is 45%.
Yep.
And Tommy might want to hold up that 45.
Comparing.
And we have the 35.
Yep.
Comparatively.
So that's clearly darker on that one.
Yep, and then we have the 20%, which is this one here. It also comes in a 5% as well.
Yep. Okay, yeah, I can see that the 20 is definitely darker than 35 and 45. So legally, you can get to 35 in the front and 20 in the back.
That's correct, yes. And the same heat rejection, no matter how dark you go, they all have 87% infrared rejection.
Yep. Nick, you've told me that you do a lot of Teslas as well?
Yes, yeah, we certainly do. We do lots of Teslas. We have customers from all over Sydney. A lot of the new Tesla Model Y, for instance, we only need to do the front two because the back has privacy glass. And in that instance, 35% on the front, and legally the privacy glass on the back is pretty close to 20%. So that's something that you would just leave.
Cool. And approximately how long will this take today?
We generally like to have it for around a couple of hours to half a day. Half a day is great because with these windows they do engage when you open them. So we like to leave them up in that up position as long as we can. So when we tint these vehicles, we have the doors open, we pop the locks so the windows engage and go up, pretending like they're closed. And then it allows us to put the film on and tuck it down as far as we can so it doesn't catch on the bottom rubbers at all.
Okay, that's important because yes, you're right, the windows do go up and down as you open the doors.
Yeah, they do. So just giving us the most amount of room to get in there, and then it just takes a few days to dry.
Okay.
No Windex when you clean the windows, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, perfect. All right, Nick, well, I look forward to it, and I'll see you at about lunchtime.
Great, thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, so just doing my final shot of the windows here under the fluorescent lights before after. So this is on the passenger side, and then here we are on the driver's side. Just again, this is the before shot for comparison.
Many hours later.
Okay, so just coming up to solar tint now. Nick gave me a call at 11 o'clock. It is now 11:20. I probably stopped filming at about 9 o'clock, I reckon. So about 2 hours. Great stuff. All right, so here is my black Model 3. Nick, that looks absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
No problem at all, thank you very much.
Yeah, how'd you go with it today?
Yeah, it was all good, great. Just fitted nicely. They're all custom fitted. So it's right up to the top edge, leaving a tiny gap so that it doesn't catch anywhere. It goes well down below the rubbers, as we talked about before. There may be a little bit of water under the film, which you'll notice over the next few days. That'll all dry out. Sometimes it may look a little worse tomorrow, but just keeping in mind that leaving it up and no Windex when you clean them is the main thing. And also just to be careful of anything rubbing up against the inside. Apart from that, it should be all good. And yeah, by all means, let us know if you have any further questions.
Okay, great. And you said also it's scratch resistant too?
It does have a scratch resistant coating, yes, which is quite good. You can go through it obviously, so just to be mindful, like if you're carrying any cargo in there, or children with little toys or dogs and what have you, but nothing's irreplaceable, so it's something certainly you can get replaced in the future if there is any damage that does occur.
Beautiful. Okay, so here we go, looking from the passenger side, just for a comparison shot. Exactly the same parking spot, same fluorescent lighting, 2 hours later in the day. But there you go. Beautiful tinting there. I'll just walk alongside it. Good for privacy too, especially in the back row. Perfect. And again, same thing from the driver's side, just for comparison. All right, Nick, well, thank you very much again. How can my viewers contact you if they want some tinting done for their Tesla?
No problem at all, Tom. They can contact us via our website through an online submission form or on our direct line, which is 9905 6464, and we're contactable Monday to Friday. We also do offer a loan vehicle on request, just to make sure that that loan vehicle is available on the day if you do require it. Be rest assured that when you do call us, you'll be speaking to us. We will be doing the job, and if you have any further questions, we'll be here to answer any questions you have.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Nick, and to the team at Solar Tint, and appreciate you doing this for my Tesla Model 3.
No problem at all, Tom. Nice to meet you, and thank you very much for everything.
Yeah, so many thanks once again to Nick and the team at Solar Tint at Brookvale here in Sydney. Nick's been doing this for the last 24 years, so certainly very experienced as what he's doing. And as you can see, did a great job on my Tesla Model 3. So yeah, if you are interested in tinting your vehicle, make sure you give Nick a call. He will service all parts of Sydney, of course. Just head over to Brookvale Solar Tint. And yeah, just one more thing he wanted me to mention was that you shouldn't be winding your windows down for the next 48 hours just to let that treatment take its shape and take its course. All right, well, we shall see you next time on Ludicrous Feed. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy charging.